Welcome back to another week 4 power rankings and recap. I'm Commissioner Vaughn, here to give you my thoughts on the week. I'm sorry for not getting out the Monday Night Football preview. I work. A lot of you don't know what that means. Some of you do, but a lot of you don't. I work really hard, and sometimes I'm not able to fulfill my duties as commissioner, chairman of the board, supreme leader, whatever you want to call me. I can't do it all the time. I couldn't do it last night. I apologize, but I'm back. Tuesday recap. We got the power rankings and we have the matchup review. Let's dive into it. Let's get into the matchups. Let's go to my personal favorite matchup of the week, which was Andrew Antaki versus Chiquita Banana Luke Bonomo. This one came down to Monday night. Andrew turned 25 yesterday, I think. I don't know. Decided to watch Aaron Jones on Monday Night Football. Matt LaFleur doesn't play Aaron Jones in the second quarter. Why? We don't know. We'll find out someday, maybe. I don't know. He didn't do it last year either. But didn't play Aaron Jones. Andrew got 11 points out of his quarterback. He is in quarterback hell. You don't want to be there. He's in quarterback hell. But at the end of the day, he lost by 0.84. That sucks. Luke got 0 points out of Brandon Cooks. He got 23 out of Melvin Gordon, though, on a bullshit last-second touchdown scored against the horrible New York Jets. Jerry Jeudy had a 61-yard touchdown catch. That was it. Sucks to suck, but Andy loses and goes to 2-2. Luke wins and goes to 2-2. Next, we got the Battle of Hoboken between Ketchup and Mostert John Tui versus Skinny Kyle Mike Russell. Russell had 3 players combined for 3.9 points and won by 25. So that tells you all you need to know. Tui had a bad week. He had one person go for double digits, and it was his quarterback. One guy got 9. I mean, it was a horrible week for Tui. I'm sorry to single you out, John, but this was terrible. You live and learn. Tui goes to 2-2. Russell goes to 2-2. This league is survive and advance. 500 makes the playoffs in this league. We've seen it before. We've seen 5 and 8 make the playoffs in this league. Anybody can do it. So both teams are in a decent spot. Tui's maligned with injuries. Devontae Adams doesn't play. Raheem Mostert doesn't play. So it's been tough. I mean, the A.J. Brown game got canceled because of COVID. Pittsburgh defense didn't go. So it was a tough week for Tui, but I mean, he only put up 67, so got to get a little bit more than that. Next, in the lowest scoring matchup of the week, we got Kim Jong-un Patrick versus Bortles Service Matthew Stokes. Stokes scored 78 points, and DJ Chark and Kansas City defense were 40 of it. You never want to get 38 points out of your remaining 7 players, but, happened to Matt. He had multiple players go for 4, actually, to be total. It was a rough week, especially considering the fact that Pat started a running back who scored 0 points, and Chris Thompson, 0. But, hey, look, a good friend, Mike Davis, continues to go off in Christian McCaffrey's absence. Will Fuller, who I'm hearing Chris Cazzero tried to trade for, lowball to Pat McCann, didn't get it. Try next time, Chris. CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott throws for 5,000 yards a game, so CeeDee Lamb's a great grab. So Kim Jong-un advances to 2-2, while Matt falls to 1-3. Tough look for Matt. He'll be out there again next week trying to do his best. But it was a tough week. Next, we got Hollywood Kyle Cart versus Hot Dog Shit. So Kyle, first week Russell Wilson didn't go off, and Kyle lost. Now, Gaz could have beat Kyle by simply only starting Dak Prescott, Joe Mixon, and Rodrigo Blankenship. Those players combined for 88 points. Kyle scored 77. You never want to be outscored by 3 players. That happened to Kyle this week. Kyle had multiple players go for less than 2. Austin Eckler, Logan Thomas, and Arizona defense. You never want to see it. You never want to have 3 players combined for 4 points. But it happened. Austin Eckler getting hurt kills Kyle, but he has Kareem Hunt. So he's going to slide into his place. So it doesn't kill Kyle. I should take that back. It just lowers his depth. Sucks for Austin Eckler, but Justin Jackson tomorrow. Keep an eye on that.
Spread.
Next matchup, and I believe this one is the first time it's happened all year, folks, where Sal Guglielmo has lost. Sal put up 106 and lost by almost 30 to extra medium, a.k.a. Tom Gorman, a.k.a. the best looking player in the league, a.k.a. I can go on and on for days. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to get down to the basics. Tom Gorman, George Kittle got 25. Kyler Murray got 23. Adam Thielen got 18. DK Metcalf, wide receiver 1, got 10. DK Metcalf, I don't care what you say, he looks like Calvin Johnson. He looks like Calvin Johnson. Got a better quarterback than Calvin Johnson, but he looks like Calvin Johnson. Todd Gurley, 18. Antonio Gibson, 18. I mean, everybody on Gorman's team outside of Michael Gallup scored 18. So, it was a good week for Tom. Michael Gallup, I don't know how he only got 29 receiving yards. I think fucking Gayaz could have 29 receiving yards and Dak Prescott throwing me the ball. But, you know, it was a good week for Tom. Sal, on the other hand, I mean, look, 106 is 106, you know. He got good weeks out of Kamara. He got good weeks out of Josh Allen. But he loses. And he goes to 3-1. Gorman advances to 3-1. It was a great week for Tom. I want to actually take a step back and look at Chris Cozzaro's 117 points. Even though Calvin Ridley scored 0, I didn't mention this, Dak Prescott, 502 passing yards. 502 in a game. I don't think Darnold has that in 4. But Dak Prescott went off. I want to just congratulate Chris on how insane that week was. Last match of the week, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air gets on the board, gets his first win of the season. Odell puts a 33 bomb on me. Everybody else on his team didn't really even play that well. You take away Odell, he scored 70 points. But same can be said for my team. Tyler Lockett, Julian Edelman, Travis Kelce all took the week off. Started Fitz because Cam got COVID, so fuck me. But Dylan advances to 1-3 as I fall to 2-2. And now it is time for the power rankings. Coming in number 12, we got Matt Stokes. I love you, Matt. I do. But you are in last with an average of 82 points a week. It's been a rough go. You're getting some players back. You're getting Michael Thomas back. You're getting Juju back. You're going to start seeing things. I don't know how good Kenyon Drake's going to be. I'm a little worried, but as of right now, Matt Stokes is the number 12 ranked team. Number 11, this is a pretty big fall here. We got John Toohey. Until Toohey gets healthy, he's... Sorry, John. Team kind of stinks. Averaging 89 points a week. You're in 9th place. Nick Chubb is good, but he's on IR, and that sucks. You can't put him in the IR spot, though, because he doesn't have COVID. Starting Myles Gaskins for the next 5 weeks is going to be tough. But you never know. This is a weird league. Jeff Wilson Jr. could be a great pickup. We'll find out. But as of right now, John Toohey is number 11. Number 10. Trooper Kyle. Hollywood. Coming in at number 10. Kyle just can't seem to win. He's 1-3. Russell Wilson scores 40 points a week except this week, and he loses. Not a good look. I know he got fucking 40-piece by Dak, but Kyle loses, goes to 1-3. The number 10 seed. Number 9 ranking. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Dylan Pugh. Finally got a win this week. Dylan is a pretty good team. Joe Burrow, really good. Devontae Parker, having a good season. Odell Beckham, fucks me over. Having an okay season. Clyde Edwards-Helaire doesn't get in the end zone, but he scores points. Pretty deep bench. Kenny Golladay, Russell Gage. It's a pretty good team. Mo Alley Cox, who just scores touchdowns. It was a good week for Dill. He moves up to number 9. Number 8, we have Chiquita Banana. Now, Chiquita got a great win last night, but I just don't know how sustainable it's going to be with Deebo Samuel and Deontay Johnson playing wide receiver for him. I don't know if you can trust Jerry Jeudy. I don't know if you can trust Brandon Cooks. It's going to be very interesting. Can Melvin Gordon make it through a season? Ryan Tannehill's his quarterback. It's gonna be an interesting season. Actually, I'm sorry, Matthew Stafford's his quarterback. I knew that, but I don't know. I have Luke. I currently have Luke at 8. I think it's a good team. Can it make it though? Can it make it? I don't know. Tune in to find out, but I don't know. Maybe. I think I don't know. Number 7. Skinny Kyle, same position as last week. Skinny Kyle. I mean, look, you started Frank Gore and Braxton Berrios. You should be 13 in power rankings for doing that. But you won because your roommate's team stinks more than yours. Sorry, John. But, Lamar Jackson, Chris Carson, Derrick Henry, Dalton Schultz, got good players on this team. When half the team's on buys, it's a pretty good team. Or injured, it's a pretty good team. So, kudos to Skinny Kyle for putting together a solid squad and still probably the best running back duo in the league in Carson and Derrick Henry. Number 6, we're going to go with Kim Jong-un and Pat McCann. No CMC, no problem. That's what he's going with. I'm hearing that's getting printed out on the shirts down in D.C. Mike Davis has continued to go off. James Conner is going to be back this week. Hayden Hurst, everybody's favorite tight end, playing pretty well. Scary Terry finally is putting together some consistent weeks. People were worried about Scary Terry, but he's doing all right because Dwayne Haskins has a football IQ of a Filet-O-Fish sandwich. CeeDee Lamb, as we spoke about, is playing well. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a great week, but he's Patrick Mahomes. I like this team. This is a good team. 5, I have myself. 2-2. I am averaging 108 points a week. But Cam has COVID. I don't know who to start at tight end. I don't know who to start at running back. James Robinson, Montgomery. I can't get it right. Chris Godwin doesn't play. Julian Edelman scores 2 points when I start him. So it's been a rough go for Commissioner Cuomo, but I'm giving myself number 5. Number 4, I have Tom Gorman. Now, Tom Gorman has a good team. He doesn't have Saquon Barkley, and he has a good team. DK Metcalf is good. Adam Thielen is good. Kyler Murray is good. Michael Gallup is okay. Todd Gurley is okay, but good enough. George Kittle is amazing. So there's no real holes in this team. Maybe you could say running back because Antonio Gibson's starting and his backup's Brian Hill. So, so you can say running back. But that's because he lost Saquon Barkley. So thank God he did because this team is loaded. And I think, projected for 107 points this week versus yours truly, I think this is a good team coming in number 4. Number 3, I have Andy Unchained. Andy coming in at number 3, a.k.a. Sleepy Steve. Started Jared Goff. He can't figure out his quarterback. Andrew could have the best quarterback in the league, and he still will find a way not to start him. So Andrew comes in at number 3. Tyler Higbee, can you trust him week in and week out? I don't know. Aaron Jones, coach hates him. That's not good. Cooper Kupp is okay. Keenan Allen, target monster. Dalvin Cook, really good. Amari Cooper, quarterback is going to throw for 6,000 yards, so he's a good player to have. Justin Jefferson on his bench. This is a pretty good team. This is a pretty good team. And he's 2-2, but he's averaging 112 points a week. It's a pretty good team. Number 2, we have everyone's favorite addition, Chris Cazzero, hot dog shit at number 2. Joe Mixon finally showed up to the ball game. It took him 3 weeks, but he showed up. If he hasn't offered you Devonta Freeman for your RB2 yet, you're missing out because he's done it to me a few times. T. Higgins starting this week. I don't like that. That's pretty bad, actually. Julio and Calvin Ridley. Julio gets hurt a lot. Calvin Ridley scores 1,000,000 points unless he doesn't and scores 0 like this week. Literally 0. But it's the Russell Wilson effect. He's got Dak Prescott. The guy scores 40 points a week. He's a 40-burger every week, Dak Prescott. Jonnu Smith, I don't know. He's all right. Jonathan Taylor's a good player. This is a good team. It's not very deep, but it's a good team. Gaz is averaging 115 points a week. He's coming in at number 2 this week at 3-1. And number 1, still the reigning champ in the power rankings, is Salvatore the Dinosaur Agugliero. Josh Allen, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, Alvin Kamara, Ronald Jones, Noah Fant. The only hole in this team is tight end, and Noah Fant can have good games. This team is loaded. 3-1, 120 points a week on average for Sally Stubbs. He's coming in at number 1. So to recap, 12 is Stokes, 11 Tui, 10 is Kyle, 9 is Dylan, 8 is Luke, 7 is Russell, 6 is Pat, 5 is me, 4 is Tom, 3 is Andy, 2 is Chris, and 1 is Salvatore. Have a good week, everyone. Happy Tuesday. If you're watching this tomorrow, happy Wednesday. I don't know when you watch it. Maybe you're asleep like Dylan. It's 8:02. Past his bedtime by 30 minutes. You never know. But good luck to everyone. Get your waivers in. I'm hearing Justin Jackson. I'm hearing that. I'm not speculating. I'm hearing it. Get your waivers in. And best of luck in week 5. You know, we're already in week 5. Playoffs start week 14. Chris, you hear that? Playoffs start week 14. So get your waivers in, and good luck to the league. See you next week.